Fresh&Fit podcast, a super famous channel that talks a lot about relationships and where men and women stand. In this video clip that we're going to go over, we're going to take a look at one of the opinions that they have and what we think. Oh, and by the way, welcome to Verbal on Life. We are up to 268 subscribers, all right? And moving on up.
Moving on up. There you go. Thank you for the subscribers. And guys, hitting likes. Appreciate it.
So please subscribe, hit the likes like Nate says. Oh, and it's me, Noel, J. Smith, and Noel No Filter reacting to Fresh&Fit clip of the day. Let's take a look.
You so much. Let's go.
I have a question for both of you guys.
Sure.
Okay, so let's say you guys had a daughter, right?
Yeah.
And she came to you and was like, "Oh my God, this guy's cheating on me. He told me I'm not special." Like he acts like you guys. Like
Yeah.
your daughter. What would you say to your daughter?
I'd say, who is this guy? I'd look him up. And if he was the guy that I am right now, I'd be like, accept it.
What?
Yeah.
The fuck? Oh.
But if he takes care of you,
Yeah.
and he's actually there for you, then what are you worried about? Yeah.
I'm going to have this talk with my daughter as soon as she hits puberty. I'm going to tell her, listen, baby girl, the more successful the man, the less power you have. If you want a super successful man, you are powerless. You have no leverage. Mm-hmm. But if you want a guy that's going to treat you well, be that guy, oh my God, you're my only one, give me flowers, all that bullshit, and you'll get bored with him in a year, get a more average guy. But be content with the two different things. One guy's going to bore you to death and not arouse you, and you're probably going to be annoyed and not happy. Or the other guy, you'll be a little bit sad, he'll fuck other bitches, but you'll be the main one. Learn to accept and be happy in that environment.
Woo.
That's the temptation. That's some who got fired. Damn.
So that's a very controversial opinion that he just put out there. You know what I mean? So not something that I officially agree with right away, but I mean, this is the way I interpret it. The way I interpret it is that a girl has to be content with having a high value man that's going to cheat around and sleep with other women because he is that high value and she wants to keep him, right? So if she wants to keep him, she has to put up with him. And that's a tough position. That's a tough position to be in. I don't necessarily agree. I think once you're content in a relationship to keep it going, you don't want to go around hopping to other women. Because to me, that just signifies that you're not happy with your relationship. And maybe it shouldn't be a steady relationship, right? You could just be a side girl. But if you're the main girl,
No, man.
but that's my opinion. What you think, Nate?
It depends, man. I'm going to be honest with you. I agree with some of the things that he was saying. Some women got to learn their position. All right, so let's say, I'm going to give you an example. If I'm a high-value man, I got money, I got everything, then you get a female, what's she bringing to the table? Like he said, you come to me, I'm going to give you everything. You're going to be happy, but I'm going to do certain things because of my standards, then you got to, she got to tolerate. Now, she brings a lot of things on the table, love, that can cook. Because I ain't trying to get a Cardi B either. I'm not going to get a girl that come. You know why? Because I'm going to give you an example. Rob Kardashian dated China. Nice guy. Got money. But she was playing him. You see what I'm saying? If it's somebody else like Future or somebody like 50 Cent or somebody like, high standard, that will not happen. Because they know how to play the position. That's my opinion. What you think about that, Jay Smith?
I think you motherfuckers don't know what the fuck you're talking about. This dude is clearly a piece of shit. And everything he says only applies to hoes. Why it only applies to hoes? Because he's already in a delusional mentality where he thinks, well, because I got money, I should be able to do whatever you want, and you need to accept it. Did he ever take into account that there are women that are successful? There are women that have their own money. There are women that don't need a man to get their own shit. What the fuck is that guy thinking? And what the fuck is y'all thinking? Y'all motherfuckers crazy.
Well, what I'm saying, check out Jay Smith, it depends. Because if the guy is wealthy, got money, and he's moving in a certain way, and she knows that, but you know what? If she's a hoe, she gotta tolerate it. You're right.
Fuck you, Nate No Filter. That's bullshit. You don't need to tolerate shit.
They gotta be a 50-50. I only do it if I'm dating Oprah. Fuck that shit. I'm gonna be honest.
But let me drop some knowledge on a real, okay? So some of the things he says make sense and applies to some people. So for example, if you're a young lady, let's say you're 22 years old, you don't have a job, you don't have an education, you don't like to work, you're looking for a guy to take care of everything for you, to buy you nice things, to take you places, well then you need to understand your place. Okay, you need to understand that that man is gonna have more women, that man is gonna have a lot of things and do a lot of things that you don't like, but you have to tolerate those things because you, like Nate No Filter said, you don't bring anything to the table. But that doesn't apply to everybody. There's a lot of women that bring a lot to the table and they don't need to tolerate a piece of shit like that.
Yeah, I agree. This user, you gotta balance it. Basically, you gotta balance it out.
Let me say this, and also what he's talking about, it's a young, chaotic relationship. You know what I mean? If you're in a relationship where your significant other is going around and sleeping around, to me that should bring chaos that's not going to end well. You know? Because either he's going to have other baby mothers on the side, or the girl might say, you know what, since he's doing it, I'm going to do it. And it's just a lot of problems. And that's the last thing anybody wants in a relationship. You know, you don't want to put that in your head. You don't want that running in your head. Where is he? Who is he with? Or where is she? Who is she with? Nobody wants to live like that. People just want to live in a relationship where you know who you got, you know who you with, and you don't want to worry about that. You want to worry about other things in life. There's too much things to worry about.
But listen to what he said. I'm going to teach this to my daughter when that's the first conversation when she reaches puberty or whatever. So in other words, he's going to condition his daughter to understand, oh, well, you know, if I want somebody that's high, what I call high value, because, you know, high value is an opinion. You can have a lot of money and be a piece of shit like this guy. But he's already conditioning her that if she wants to be with somebody of a certain value, then all of a sudden she has to accept certain behavior. Why not teach her, hey, you can be high value. You can demand somebody to respect you because you can make your own and not need what they have. Because that's what I would teach my daughter. I'm just saying. So I have a question for you, Noel. I have one question for you. When a dude like this is proven to be a piece of shit, are y'all gonna keep that same energy?
To be honest with you, I'm gonna tell my daughter, if you go out to a dinner and you have to pay, that motherfucker's a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? If you go to the gas station and you gotta get out the car and pump the gas, that motherfucker's a piece of shit. I'm just giving the sign, girls out there. Live and learn. Live and learn. Professor, take it away.
I'm gonna end it with this. Personally, I think that guy, I think his name is Marlon, he made those comments to try to hook up with those girls and not have like a committed relationship, because that type of relationship he just mentioned, to me, I think is just unhealthy. It's mentally unhealthy, drive people crazy, and that's his way maybe hooking up with one of the girls he invited to the show. He invites a lot of girls to the show. But that's my opinion. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think about his comments? Please write down your comments at the bottom below. Do you agree with Jay? Do you agree with No Filter? And last thing, shout out to the new subscribers. Who do we have here?
We got Michael Izquierdo, Anthony Lopez, and Mary Leamy. Thank you, guys. We appreciate it.
All right, thank you, Mary Leamy. Try to keep it moving. Shout out to those people right there. Keep subscribing and leave your comments below, and we appreciate it. For sure.
All right, we appreciate the support. See you guys on the next video.